So hello everyone, welcome to the new day and new vlog. I hope you have watched yesterday's video and enjoyed it. If not, then you can go and watch where I tried to show you my farewell day, or you can say the meetup day, and we got to meet different people. And before that, I told you that I am leaving Germany. If I talk about today's video, then I have registered for an excursion which is called Kletterwald excursion, or you can say Kletter Park excursion in Kaiserslautern, organized by International Club of our university. And if I talk about right now, then I am at Hauptbahnhof. So see, this is the entire Hauptbahnhof area, and we have been asked to meet here, like all of the people, at E2 to catch the bus, which is at 3:45 p.m. See, from here you can notice the time as well. We have to take this bus 136, which is in 5 minutes. So the bus 136 is finally here. This we have to take to go to our destination. So the bus has departed, and now let's see how the location looks like. This is the very first time I'm going at this destination, or you can say Kletterwald or Kletter Park. So finally we all reached to this bus stop, which is called Frohnerhof Sport Park. As you can see, bus is also taking the turn. So this might be the last stop, I guess. And there it's written Kletterwald. So let's go there. And I think this entire area is quite surrounded by forest, because when I was coming by the bus, then I was also noticing all these greeneries and such a beautiful, or you can say landscapic view. And see, from here I think we have to enter, and you can see some harnesses, some planks as well. So let's go and explore this place. Oh man, it's so good to see. See, you can see or notice two people who climbed up on that plank, and there are, you can say, different props as well at this side. And I think this is the parking space, and we can also hear some good music. See, it's written Kletterwald Kaiserslautern. So good to see all of these things here. I think we have to enter from this end. I think some show is going on here. As you can notice, this smoke, and see, one of the person has climbed up there. It's so good. All these harnesses are being tied up. So I'm more close, and now you can notice this. See the smoke from that place, and it looks so cool in between all these trees. Oh man, that was quite a good drop. Nice. Woo! All is good. It's written Tilu Adventure, and the intensity of smoke has now increased a bit, as you can notice here, and such a beautiful view that the glimpse of sun you can also notice here. And I think there is one restaurant as well here, so you can have food, and some of the, I think, sitting arrangement is here as well. I think timing is also mentioned along with the month, from June 2024, every Friday and Saturday from 5 till 10 o'clock. So this is also good. You can see that. Nice. And here are all the people standing and waiting. And here you can also notice there is this ticket counter, so you can go and buy the tickets for the time assigned. And now I think we'll get the tickets or the bands to enter this area. Oh, and one can notice the menu as well here, which is written there along with the prices for drinks or for food items. So now I have this band, or you can say ticket, in my hand, and you can notice the time as well. 7:15 is written here, and this is how this place looks like. There is this terrace area, you can say, here, and some people are sitting there, some people are sitting downstairs, so it's a good place. So now we'll see where we have to go and start our excursion or journey through this forest. So we have to go up there to keep our bags. So let's go up there. See, so here is this tent as well. So here we have kept all our stuff. We have kept all our stuffs here, and we have been asked to remove any kind of rings, you know, metallic items, rings or chain if you are wearing. So I have kept all these in my bag, but I'm still carrying my phone. So let's see if they allow it or not, because I think we have to wear these harnesses to do this climbing, which is happening all around this forest. So we have kept our stuff here. We have the band ready. So let's go downstairs and let's see how it goes. From here we'll go further. So you can notice how the people are standing down there waiting for the respective people to arrive. So see, from here I think we'll get all these stuff, the helmets and everything. And there you can notice different harnesses as well. So finally I also got this helmet, and you can see this harness tied up. They gave some instructions regarding how you have to tie this. You have to use if you are climbing. So let's see how it goes. This is, I would say, my very first time doing this thing, and there are various, I would say, planks or these steps or levels which are there to climb, to walk. I'll just show you around. See, like this is the view which is in front of me. Here you can notice different levels, these planks up there between these, I would say, long trees. And it's so good to see, and people are also getting the instructions here. They are tied up well. And this is how this entire suit, you can say, looks like. They have different straps for shoulder, for legs, for your stomach, around your waist. So I think it's quite protective, but when we'll go there, go to these levels, then we'll see how it goes. So here at this point, we have been given the instructions like how to harness, means how to attach the hook, how to climb, how to use these things that we have here. And now after some instructions and which levels are there from 1 to 8, I guess. So now we are on our own and we can go and try different planks or different levels here of climbing. Like you can see behind my back as well, one of the person who is swinging there. So it's good, it's fun. Let's see how it goes. Here you can also notice, see, one of the child or kid is climbing up there on that tree, and I think there they have some setup for base jump, but I think for that one need to pay extra. I think base jump, they told that it's 2 euros 50 cents, I guess so, and then they will assist for that if someone wants to do the base jump, and then they will give different set of instructions for it. It's almost 5:10 now. Now we are on our own till the time that is mentioned here, which is 7:15. So we will have to explore on our own. See, like here it's written Parker's number 6, 7, 8, and you can notice different climbing options here. And like here the numbers are also mentioned, Parker 1 and 2 on the left hand side, 6, 7, 8 on the right hand side. And you can see this beautiful greenery area here. Some people are standing there as well, so we'll also find a Parker. I think I'll go to this one. So see, this is the Parker number 1 where I'll climb now. I have to go from here through the harness, and these are the planks there. From here I have to go up there, and see, this is how these ropes and these planks look like. You can see I'm right standing and on this plank with all the harnesses, and you can climb and do all the tasks which are there. So finally I've cleared first level. You can see this clip now. One of my friend made this video, so I would like to thank him as well. And so see this clip. So this is how I crossed this, and I hope you have watched the clip. Now this is the next step where I have to go. So I'm learning how can I put the hooks, so that we can go there safely. It's quite a new experience and different, but it is fun as well. You can see one of the person climbing at my back as well. Let's cross this level. See, this is how this looks like. So I have placed the hooks here. I'm well tied up. So let's go slowly and cross this plank. You can also experience this with me. Oh man, it's quite shaking, but it's good to learn. At least I'm tied up well. So I reached to the, oh shit, another plank, but I need to remove this hook first, one by one. Place it here. Okay, this is done. Another one here. Done. So see, this is the next level. Now I have to go to the other side, so remove them one by one. Place on the next rope where I have to go from here, and another one I have to place here. Wait bro, where are you going? So these are two locked, and see, this is the next path which I have to cross. Honestly speaking, this is quite fun, but you have to be careful if you want to cross this path. Oh man, somehow I have crossed this path. It was shaking quite a bit, but yeah, I was quite careful. Now I'll show you the next path. From here I have to go there. See, this is the next line. Oh man, this is getting quite interesting here. And if I show you from my back, so from here I came and I have to go forward. So somehow I've crossed this line. I thought it was a zip line, but now I kept step one by one on this rope which is down there, and I attached my hook there, and somehow I came to this plank now, and here I am with my hooks, and now I'll show you my next step. So from here I have to go to this next step, as you can see here, cross this point. So finally I crossed this one as well through my hooks. You can see maybe these are the hurdles here, the ropes, and now this is one of the last stage for this, you can say Parker 1, which is completely zip line. So for this I have to do the zip lining, but there are different kind of hurdles there, and it's so good to learn and do that. As you can see, this entire area here, and it has these hooks here. Okay, and I just have to hold this, right?
Yeah, then you sit. Yeah.
No, this one I have to hold.
On here, yeah. Here.
That's it. I hold and then I go.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then sit.
And there I stop with my feet. Okay. Okay. On. Okay. 3, 2, 1. Let's go.
Yeah. Okay, that looks fun.
Oh man, this was so fun. I hope you have watched this video. One of my friends made this video. I would like to thank her as well. Finally, this Parker one is completed, which had several levels. The second one was also quite different because there were different steps. You have to cross it and still it was shaking. So I don't know if through this video you got an idea, but it really shakes and you have to balance yourself well, and these hooks also helps. So I'm happy it is done now. See, from here I came and these kids are also playing, so good to see them. They are quite pro, I would say. They're doing it well, and you can notice these another plank. I think this is a separate set of Parker here which people are trying and doing, but I think I had good fun doing this Parker one. So from here I think there's a way to exit. You can see the boundaries are marked. Some people are doing in front of me as well. These you can say rope climbing in Clutter Wall, in Clutter Park. And here you can see there are some tires. There some people are trying that as well. So you have different kinds of planks, levels that you can see, tires attached with the ropes, and then you have to somehow manage to climb up there in this beautiful greenery and forest area. So I think I'll go further first. From here we'll explore a bit. Here you can see some of the drums which are there. See, I'll just zoom in so you can notice some of the drums. And here there are also different levels or different heights, you would say, because one of the person is standing there, one of the person is there, and also different planks at different locations. If I go a little forward, I think there are two ways. I can go left, I can go right. So I think it's on you that if you want to explore this area, which level, which Parker you want to do. But one thing is there: if you have started a Parker, you have to, or you should complete it because I think they said that at one time 3 people maximum should be there. So other people are also waiting. If you don't go or don't move forward. So I think that is also important. And see, here is this. I'm close to this Parker, this level. It looks so good. Oh, this person is doing this zip lining, and there you can notice one of the light is also marked. It looks so cool, and it's so good to see all of these things happening around. People doing zip lining, crossing different planks. I'm having these harnesses. Look so good. They work so well. You have to, I think, push them good when you have to lock them. So I think that is also one of the important points. But the thing is, before doing all this, we were given good instructions by the instructors who are there, and they also said that if you have any issue, you can shout or you can say in a louder voice, red helmet, because we have red helmet, we are wearing red t-shirts, and we will come up there and will help you. Because I also had doubt in one of the planks when I had to cross. I think it was in the third or fourth one that I asked them, should I walk on this rope or should I do the zip line? So they came instantly and suggested me. So I think this is also good. It's quite safe till now, and they are there to help you as well, although you have these harnesses as well to help yourself. And now you can notice they have turned on these lights, although there is still glimpse of sun which is coming from that end, and you can see people doing zip line, enjoying, having a good time here. And I think I'll also return this harness because it's almost 7 o'clock. So we'll go from here, and from the very starting point where we got all the equipments there, I'll go again and return these things. And when I'm here at this point, then you can notice, man, these planks here, they also move these wood logs. So this is also good if someone wants to do. You can see how it's shaking. Anyways, we'll return our harness here. So finally I returned my helmet and harness. It was so good to have this time here at Clutter Wall, or you can say Clutter Park in Kaiserslautern. So I think from here I can go up now to get my stuff. And as I go upwards, you can notice here that there is this sitting arrangement here as well. I think it's sand. They have placed various table and chairs for people to have food, to enjoy, have a good time here. And now I'm at the top, and from here I can also see various planks and levels, and now you can get the idea of this entire place. And there I'll go to get my stuff. And now one thing to tell here is that this is where I started. This is the Parker one. I climbed my way up. From here I followed. I had to, one has to walk on this rope, you can say, go from here, then cross this, then go towards that side. Maybe you can see the glimpse of that plank now. It was quite shaking. Then from that end and little bit further, and maybe if I go from this end to try to show you, then I had to cross that side going towards that end, and then there was a zip line right there, that yellow maybe cardboard, which you can see if it is the cardboard. So it was such a fun activity to do. Thanks to International Club for organizing this. If I talk about the price, then it is 8 euros, which costed us, I went to the Int Club, registered for it, entered my name. When we came here, arrived here, then also we had to maybe they crossed out the name who came, the people who arrived. And also in the group I saw some of the people send their replacements. So suppose if someone is not joining and someone else want to join, then they can ask and can join the group, but they have to inform accordingly. So I think overall it was a good experience, superb experience. First time ever I came to something like this, like a Kletter World Kletter Park, you can say, climbing forest, climbing park with various planks. And believe me, once you come here, then you will get to experience that live. But I hope through this vlog you also got the idea how this experience looks like. So I would like to thank everyone, International Club of our university, for organizing it. And I'll end this vlog now. Rest like, comment, share, subscribe. It doesn't take much time. Bye bye, ciao ciao, namaste, chalo. See you in new day, new vlog. Also, you can go to different playlists and watch videos according to your interest. You can also go to RP2 Kaisitown playlist. There the vlogs are in English. In the playlist where the vlogs are in English, in the playlist name it's written English vlogs. Otherwise, the vlogs are in Hindi, but with subtitles in multiple languages. So you can watch that as well whenever you get time. Bye bye.